felzbug, and I'm back with another review. Oh man, and this review is dedicated to my bestest friend on YouTube, Foo, from Foo Reviews. If you ain't seen his reviews, well, I'm gonna put a link somewhere up there somewhere. I don't see it yet. It's somewhere. Maybe you can see it. Maybe it's down there. No. I don't know. It's gonna be somewheres. Anyway, Foo, this is for you because, well, when I saw this first coming out, I weren't going to get it because I already had it once with the movie version, and you know, it was alright, but not one of my favorites. But then Foo went and he sent me something. He said, "felzbug, I'm getting rid of some toys. You want some?" And I was like, "Well, what toys is that?" And he said, "Oh, they're GoBots and Rock Lords." And I said, "Yes, please. I loves me some GoBots and I love me some Rock Lords. So yes, and yes." So he sent me that box. And after I got the box of Rock Lords, I was like, oh man, now I'm really thinking about getting this guy because I want to compare him to the Rock Lords. And then, when I was thinking about it, well, Roy Fokker, he sent me a message. I think it was on the Bumblebee. Yeah. And he said, "Hey felzbug, you gonna buy the Protoform Optimus?" And I was like, well, I was thinking about it, but now that you sent me this message, I am gonna do it. Yeah. So I went to the store, it was still there, and I picked it up, and now I'm doing the review. So thank you also Roy Fokker93 for that. So yeah. So here it is. Oh man, the king of the Rock Lords. That's what I'm calling him. Anyway, let's go and take a look. So it says Protoform Optimus Prime, got the Japanesey, and nice picture over there, which really reminds me of Star Convoy for some reason. It just does. I don't know why. And there's the side right there. And yeah, you can see over there, and it says in Japanesey, yeah, Takara Tomy, Transformer, in the picture, and the back. And this surprised me a lot, because on the back, it actually has the profile. And it does say, Protoform Optimus Prime. Optimus came to Earth for one reason: to save the planet from the tragedy that doomed his. He is ready to put his life at stake in order to prevent Megatron from obtaining the Allspark. Yeah, so there it is. It says Ion Blaster, Entry Mode. Yep. And over there is Starscream. I saw him, but I didn't want him. But Dispenser. And that one I did want, but everybody seemed to sold out of him. So I'll have to keep looking. So yeah, there it is. So let's go back to the front hand hands. Thank you, hand hands. So there it is. So how about we open them up, and we'll have fun. Let's go. Woohoo! And thank you, Foo, for the Rock Lords. And Roy for asking me to pick them up. Woohoo! Alright, and here we have a common, ordinary pile of rocks. Or Rock Lords, I guess. Wow. I wonder where Optimus is. Yeah, I know, it's silly. But when you see them all together, come on. I mean, really? He's a Rock Lord. I mean, take a rock, throw it to Earth, it becomes a meteorite. And that's really what he is. I mean, he's just a meteorite. But actually, in the original version, it looked much more like a meteorite. But with all the colors, it does look much more like a vehicle. I mean, I do like the details they put in, which make it look like, you know, tires over here. And from the front, I mean, that does end up looking like much more like a truck. And it's a really great homage, I guess. You know, really harkens to him being a truck. And really does look pretty cool, I have to admit. And even the effect over here, as it's called, you know, of him falling to Earth is pretty nice. I mean, it does work. So, you know, really all around, it's a nice paint job. I do wish, instead of it being just gray, because it is, and also, you can see it, the Autobot symbol there. Yeah. It's not painted at all, and it would have really helped if that was painted. Yeah, and that the gray plastic is just gray. I was hoping it'd be silver. You know, something more like this. This would, if they had painted him all this, the figure would have looked, wow, really amazing. You know, it looks good. You know, and even this gray, this dark gray, is real nice. But when they left it unpainted, it's just not as nice. But it does have a lot of paint apps, and it does look really good. And actually, because, you know, I had transformed this guy, I will say it's a lot more fun than I remembered him being. And I'm actually really glad that I did pick him up. So, yeah, let's get him into his robot mode. So we'll do the transformation. Alright, let's go. Alright, so let's get Optimus into his robot mode. So first we remove the effect back here, which just take this out and remove it up here. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to open up the flaps on the sides here. Oops. And here. Just going to pop it. Alright, just push that. If you just push in here to come out. And then we're going to separate the legs. And it's a really simple transformation for this. Oh, and one cool thing I have to say is that when you have him in his vehicle mode, entry mode, the gun does fit in here. It like goes in this part here. You kind of put this part first and then slide it in. So it does fit up in here in the vehicle mode or entry mode. So let's take care of his feet first. So these side pieces, they go out and down. So they're on a hinge, so it goes out and goes down. And then the feet, and of course the feet are going to go forward. You know, right there. So just so you know, there it is. So his feet are right like this. Okay, now you have the arms, and of course for the arms, we're going to go, and they're back this way, and you just open them up like this. Okay, and we're going to swivel it forward. So we're swiveling this around to the front here, and then we'll rotate the shoulders. Rotate the shoulders, push down these things here. Move the arms, you can bend the elbow. Move the arm, bend the elbow here. You know, pretty much at this point, you can tell where you are right now with the figure. And so now, we just come over here, we're going to open, there's a back piece here, open that up a little bit. And of course, we're going to lift up this part for the head. Push the head through. Head goes up like this. And what's real nice, instead of just leaving that big hole there, this part does flip back up to close it. And this part comes down here like that. So arms. Hold on a second. Sorry about this, guys. Arms. There he is. And then boom, there you have Optimus Prime. Protoform Optimus Prime, and it does look really nice. So let's get the close-ups of him. Alright, and here we have Optimus, and what you're seeing is I'm putting a light directly behind him because he does still have a little bit of light piping, even though they painted the eyes, which is really, I would have much rather had the light piping than the way the eyes are right now. So you can see the eyes are painted blue. So I would have rather just leave the light piping. Would have been better, I think. My opinion. But it is a very nice and detailed, and originally you really couldn't see how detailed the figure was. But with the paint apps, yeah, you're really seeing it. And like here, they're using the nice silver on the shoulders here. Yeah, so there are some spots where they're using this silver paint and it looks different. But then many parts they're not, and you just get the gray plastic. So like here is of course the silver, but then other parts are just pure gray, and it does detract. The face is really nice. I do like that face. I don't know why it's showing up more on the left eye, seems to focus in much more than the right. I don't know, I guess that's my lights aren't that good. But yeah, really nice figure, and it looks great. Plus the figure has a ton of articulation on it, and I'll get to that in a minute. Oh, and I forgot his guns. So there he is, and of course he has a gun like this, and it's nice. The gun does open up and extend back here and also back here. So yeah, much longer gun, and then you get the effect. And the effect, you know, of him shooting a very wide laser. And yeah, so of course he can hold it in his hands if you wish. So yeah, just to show his laser gun. And let me get rid of that. Or his cannon. Ion cannon, I think it said. But yeah, the figure, let's just turn. I'll do a nice turn on it. And the colors really do pop. I mean, just little things like, and those little touches of blue along with the gray really work for the figure and really make it look great. That's why I really do wish they had used some nice silver paint on him. It would have just taken the figure to the next level. Now he does have this big backpack here, you know, and also this kind of fanny pack here. But, you know, it is what it is. You know, you have these things on toys sometimes. And so we go all the way around, and really, just really looks great. I mean, just really little paint. And if you notice, even on the waist, he's got that, you know, gold paint right there, a little bit of gold paint up here. And all the little details are so good that it just makes you wish, oh, I want just that little bit more. Come on, Takara. But it is fantastic. Articulation wise, I mean, this guy is very good. I like it. So he has the shoulder, which can go all the way, but you have to watch out for this guy a little bit. You know, beneath the shoulder, he's got a swivel. He's got a 90-degree elbow, and he has a swivel for the wrist. You know, so you can get, you know, you go in, out. So you got good with the arms. He has, surprisingly, a bit of a crunch. Like a bit of an ab crunch. Right there. So he can actually kind of go down a little bit. Back, not really. It actually does have a little bit of back sway. Just a little bit of the back. So he does have that movement there. He has shoulders will swivel. This will swivel all the way around because of transformation, and he has the waist will go 360 all the way around. The hip is on a ball joint, and you will have to manipulate to move around because of the wings back here, but you can get it around. And at the ball underneath that hip, it swivels, but it's stopped, so you can go all the way this way, all the way that way. That's it. He's got a knee, which is just 90 degrees, and he has his foot, which tilts and has a little bit of sway. It's on a ball joint, so you can get a lot of poses out of him, and he does stand rather well. I mean, he really does. And this figure just, wow. You know, I wasn't going to pick him up because I remember the original one being kind of bland, but I am really glad for picking him up, because this is just, wow, really nice figure. And I really do like him. and I think it is awesome. So Roy Fokker, thank you so much. And also, without Fu, I wouldn't have wanted to do this review, because with this review I could put him with all his new friends. So he can have this Rock Lord friend here, and this guy. I think this one's my favorite one right here, because he looks like the creature from the Black Lagoon. And this thing here, and we got this one here, and oh, you fell down. Alright, we'll pick you up. So he, like I said, he is the king of the Rock Lords. So here you go. We're going to put down a bunch of Rock Lords over here, and this guy here. They didn't need no neck. So there you go. There's Optimus Prime with his new Rock Lord buddies. Yeah, I know it is pretty ridiculous and awesome all at the same time. So yeah, what do I think about Optimus? Man, I am really glad that I got him. And I love these kind of awkward Transformers. And yeah, all he is he's a meteorite, which makes him a rock. Which makes him a Rock Lord, and because of his awesome articulation and the fact he's Optimus, I dub the King of the Rock Lords. So let's get to the summation. Alright, let's go. Alright, time for the summation. So what do I think about Protoform Optimus? Man, oh man, what a difference a paint job makes. And I know, it always seems that way. Oh, Takara, you're so wonderful. You make everything good. Well, in this case, yeah, they did. I mean, I do remember this toy being very boring and feeling like, oh man, a little bit of paint would have helped it. And here's where it shows. I mean, wow, what a fantastic looking toy. And they really just went over the top with it and made it great with the colors. Now, they could have made this figure like super must buy by adding silver to it. If they had made like all the gray parts were painted, wow, this would have been a must get. But man, it is still fantastic. It's kind of like you see the potential and then you're like, oh man, if only they had done XYZ. And that's what you have here. Is it nice? Yes, nice. Is it shiny? Yes, it is shiny. And is it good? Oh man, is it good. I mean, it's a fun Optimus Prime. You know, you got Optimus that become so many things. I mean, they just made the train Optimus Prime over on Go, and that was fun. And you know, you have trucks all the time and all kinds of different Optimuses. But this one here, this is fun. I mean, it's simple transformation. It's something different, and it harkens back to the age of Rock Lords. And how can you not like that? I mean, somebody actually came up with an idea. Hey, Transformers are really popular. Yeah, we got the GoBots. Well, what else can things turn into? How about a rock? Kids love rocks. Yeah, think about that for a minute. And yet still, man, it's fun. So, nice, shiny, good. Man, that only leaves one thing for me to do. And that is, oh man, that is good. Good stuff right there. Delicious Takara paint job right there. So, is he nice? Yep. Shiny? Yep. Good? Yep. Good toy. Good toy. Fu, thanks a lot for the Rock Lords. Roy Fokker93, thanks so much for pushing me over the top to get them. I loves it. So, bye!